What is up, YouTube? It's CS back here with another installment, and here are my picks for UFC 135, Jones versus Rampage. Alright, YouTube, now, before I do get onto my picks for UFC 135, I do have something special for you guys in this contest. Right here. Quentin Rampage Jackson throwdown walkout tee. I believe he walked out in this against Matt Hamill in that fight. Yeah, dope looking t-shirt, and you're eligible to win that if you are subscribed. And you tell me in the comment section below who you think is winning in the main event, Jon Jones or Quentin Rampage Jackson. If you do get the outcome correct, you are eligible, among others who do as well, to be picked at random. And then if I do pick you at random, I will ship this out to you ASAP, and your name will be announced in my next predictions video. So yeah, if you want a dope looking t-shirt or you're a Quentin Rampage Jackson fan, do enter that contest, please. It is a size large, if you guys are wondering. But yeah, you know, it's free shit, so please enter. Alright, but now let's move on. Let's take a look at this card. What can I say? It's, you know, mediocre to good at best, minus the main event. You know, this main event is absolutely bananas. Jon Jones, Quentin Rampage Jackson, two of the best light heavyweights in the world. One of them is the best light heavyweight in the world, Quentin Rampage Jackson. The other guy, though, you know, he's been in the top 5 for how many years now? You know, the guy's a soldier, and you know, I wish both these guys the best. I like both these guys, and I hope we see a dope main event. But as for the rest of the main card, you know, we got Matt Hughes, Josh Koscheck. I think that's an easy fight to pick. Also, Travis Browne, Rob Broughton, I think is easy. Nate Diaz, Takeya Gomi, I think that's easy. And Ben Rothwell, Mark Hunt, I think that's easy. But let's take a look at that one. Ben Rothwell, Mark Hunt in heavyweight. Let's start off with that shit. It's first fight on the main card. Alrighty, now, wow. Well, Mark Hunt wins this if he's able to clip Ben Rothwell and finish him early, or finish him at any time. Mark Hunt throws bombs, you know. But Ben Rothwell most likely takes this because he's the better mixed martial artist. He's able to apply his strength better than Mark Hunt is, due to the fact that Mark Hunt isn't able to defend from other arts, most notably wrestling, which Ben Rothwell is pretty good at. Ben Rothwell should be able to take Mark Hunt down with ease and pound him out from there. Mark Hunt's a tough dude, so I'm going to say Ben Rothwell wins a second round TKO. I don't think he finishes him in the first. I think he kind of wears out Mark Hunt on the ground, work for position mostly, and then do some light ground and pound. But come round 2, I think that's where he finishes the job. So that's my pick, Ben Rothwell. Second round TKO via punches over Mark Hunt. Alright, next fight, we got a lightweight bout between Nate Diaz and Takeya Gomi. Yeah, I can't pick Gomi as much as I want to. You know, what can I say? I think Nate Diaz will utilize his jab in this fight and put together combinations and just outspeed and outbox Takeya Gomi. Can Takeya Gomi drop Nate Diaz and finishes him with punches? Yeah, you can, but I doubt it. You know, for the most part, I think Nate Diaz is pretty good at what he does. He primarily loses to, you know, wrestlers. You know, for the most part, I think his stand-up's actually pretty good. And I think that Takeya Gomi is going to have some trouble dealing with that reach. And I think Nate Diaz knows how to use it. Gomi definitely has a power advantage, in my opinion, in terms of punching power. But that's all he has, is a puncher's chance. And I just think the better boxer, Nate Diaz, will win this fight. If it does hit the ground, I think Nate Diaz can submit Takeya Gomi. Gomi, you know, his submission D is not the greatest. He is a decent grappler, though, pretty good wrestler. But for the most part, he uses his wrestling to try to keep it standing and just drop bombs on people. And he's going to get stand-up war against Nate Diaz. For the most part, Nate Diaz wants to fight that kind of fight. But I don't think he's going to be successful. I just think he gets outboxed. So that's my pick. Nate Diaz, moving with his jab, putting together combinations against Takeya Gomi, avoiding Gomi's power, and picking up a unanimous decision. Alright, y'all, now moving on, we have another heavyweight bout between Travis Browne and Rob Broughton. Yeah, what does Broughton bring to the table here? He is a good wrestler, decent submission grappler, and that's primarily all he has against Travis Browne. Travis Browne is the superior striker. I think he hits harder on all areas on the feet. I think he's just better. You know, how does Rob Broughton get it to the ground? You know, he can double leg Travis Browne, which I think is unlikely. I think that gets shaken off, or he you know, fights dirty and gets it into the clinch, and you know, just somehow trip Travis Browne from there. I don't think I've ever seen Travis Browne on his back. I think you know, for the most part, this favors a guy like Travis Browne. I think Travis Browne's more athletic. I think he's faster. I just think in terms of physique, he pretty much has Rob Broughton beat. I think he matches him in strength and is able to just you know, be the better athlete and just shake off whatever Rob Broughton has to offer him and just fight his stand-up war, which he is going to want to do. You know, Travis Browne is pretty wild on the feet, but for the most part, you know, it works for him, you know, so I can't hate on that. And yeah, ask Stephen Struve, that Superman punch was nasty. So yeah, maybe another highlight reel knockout from Travis Browne. I'm banking on that. I'm going to say Travis Browne, first round TKO via punches. I think he does it pretty emphatically. Moving on, we have the co-main event between Matt Hughes and Josh Koscheck. Alright, what do these guys offer each other? On one side, you got Matt Hughes, a pretty good wrestler, a pretty good submission grappler. Stand-up, it's improved, but I really don't think that's what he wants to do with Josh Koscheck. Josh Koscheck, I think he's a more technical boxer, and I think he packs more power. I think he wants to stand, and I think Matt Hughes is just going to, you know, do what he has to do to get Josh Koscheck on his back where he's weakest. But even if Koscheck winds up on his back, Koscheck is a handful at 170 and will be able to pop right back up. You know, he's very athletic, a very explosive guy. And I don't see Matt Hughes keeping him down there for long. You know, Matt Hughes does have, you know, good chokes, you know, guillotines and stuff. I can see him putting Josh Koscheck to sleep with one of those. But I think it's highly unlikely. I think Josh Koscheck, unanimous decision, is the safer pick. I think that, and that's what I'm going to go with. I think he uses his athleticism and his better wrestling ability, in my opinion, to just keep this fight on the feet and land heavily on Hughes. And I just think he exposes Hughes' deficiency in his striking. You know, I don't think he's going to do it as emphatically as BJ Penn did, but I think we're going to see Koscheck throw a number of power shots and just work combinations for 3 rounds. So that's my pick. Josh Koscheck could be a unanimous decision. Alright, next fight we have one between Jon Jones and Quinton Rampage Jackson for the light heavyweight championship in the main event. Of course, on one side, Jon Jones, the champion. The guy is a freak athlete. The guy has an 84.5-inch reach. Very good in the clinch, very good Greco-Roman judo throws, and yeah, he's just nuts. Knows how to work his reach effectively for the most part. Does not take a lot of punishment at all. I believe he hasn't dropped around in the UFC since the Stephen Bonner fight. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a way how Quinton Jackson gets it done. You know, Quinton Jackson, in my opinion, didn't look good in the Matt Hamill fight. You know, he broke his hands, which resorted him to, you know, mix it up using knees and kicks, and that's not how Quinton Rampage Jackson fights. He needs his hands, and with his hands, I don't see how he gets within the reach of Jon Jones. I think Jon Jones' improved stand-up will allow him to stick and move, and I believe his explosive athleticism will allow him to close the distance and take Quinton Jackson down with ease whenever he wants. You know, for the most part, though, I think that, you know, if Quinton Jackson wants to win this fight, you know, lure Jon Jones into a brawl and clip him. I think that's highly unlikely. Jon Jones is a pretty cerebral fighter, and I think Jon Jones, you know, for the most part, is able to stick and move and stop Quinton Jackson, get him up along the cage, and that's where I think he has his way with him and eventually brings him down and works for a TKO from there. Quinton Jackson is not a strong fighter off his back. You know, he does have the ability to get back up, but offensively, from his back, he has nothing to offer Jon Jones. So I think Jon Jones can go, you know, wild out on him once it does hit the ground with him on top of Quinton Jackson. And I think that happens sometime in round 2. I'm going to pick a round 2 TKO for Jon Jones. It just, besides a puncher's chance, I really don't see what Quinton Jackson has to offer Jon Bones Jones, and Jon Bones Jones is not one of those people to get caught in that kind of fight. So that's my pick. Jon Bones Jones via second round TKO punches. Yeah, I think it's pretty much a lock. So YouTube, I guess that about does it for my picks. And yeah, do enter my contest. If you really want to win this, I guess you should take the outcome that I'm picking for this fight. Second round TKO for Jon Bones Jones. Hey, that's at least what I think is most likely to happen. Tell me what you think is most likely to happen, and be subscribed, and you will be eligible to win that at random. So hopefully you guys do that. Yeah, thank you for all the support once again. Tell me what you guys think about my picks in the comments section below. Tell me what you think about the card, or just anything in general. You know, if you have something to say it. Probably deserves to be heard. Thumbs up if you're picking Jon Bones Jones. Thumbs down if you're picking Quinton Rampage Jackson. And yeah, I guess that about does it for me. I guess I'll see you for my next pick video. And yeah, I will be announcing the winner of that shirt then. So yeah, thank you for all the continued support again. My links are in the description below. And I guess I will see you later. Take care.